so cool being like able to see it in all different venues and stuff.
Yeah.
And whether it's a small place like the Nether Bar or something like First Avenue or something like that, it's very cool to see that you guys put on the same energy.
Hey, thanks, man.
Oh, not a problem. All right, so you guys were part of kind of a strange tour, but it's really cool to be able to see you guys with Wednesday 13 and Death Division. How did that all come about?
Well, we recently signed on with Tone Deaf Booking Agency, and it's the same agent that manages Wednesday 13. And so we didn't really have anything on the table in this tour, and we wanted to get kind of our feet wet back on the road again. And we like the cities that were on the routing, so we thought we'd give it a shot.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad to see that it came through here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, it's been a couple years since you guys have been back here, so
yeah.
it was really cool to be able to see all the stuff I didn't get to hear the last couple times that you've been around.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, we like the Twin Cities. We're glad to be back here.
Oh, very much so. And you guys premiered well, I'm sure you guys have been playing on tour, but you premiered some new songs that are coming off the new album.
Oh, yeah.
As well. It's really cool to see that they actually are like really fast and up-tempo and stuff, too. It's really cool. Is that a representation of what the album's going to be?
Yeah, the album definitely... I mean, we probably played one of the faster songs and one of the slower songs on the record, so everything else is like in between there. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I mean, even the slower songs that you're doing, No More Heroes, is still kind of really up-tempo and fast, too. It's really cool to see.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Oh, not a problem. Is there any more touring in the works?
We're really just waiting to see when our release date will be for the new album, and then kind of plan a tour along that release date, and we don't really have an idea yet. We're just waiting to approve our mixes right now, and then just wrapping up the artwork and just kind of tying up any loose ends with making the actual album happen.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, I'll definitely be looking forward to that one as well.
Right.
I mean, I've been a big fan of the first two albums, so it's going to be really cool to be able to see what you guys come up with the third one.
Cool, man. Thanks.
So, is there any chance of like any covers coming up in the future as well, or is it just going to be going in the original route?
Well, right now we just have originals, but we do like to record covers, so we might record some maybe later in the year or something.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, even though it was a smaller crowd here tonight at Nether Bar, it seemed like everybody was really into it as well for like a nice intimate show.
Yeah.
And getting that crowd pumping. What do you guys like to prefer? I mean, do you guys like playing to the bigger crowds, or is like the intimate shows more you like to do?
Each thing has its own. You know, I do like playing at intimate shows because you can be right up against the audience, but you can't always hear things as well, and because especially in a smaller venue, like the vocals get a lot of the guitars and the drums kind of like start feeding back, so we have like technical issues when it's a smaller venue, but the energy is a lot more like higher energy because you're right up against the audience, so I like that. But with a bigger venue, you tend to have like bigger sound and more stage room and kind of move around more, and sometimes you can still get in the audience, so it really just depends. I just like being on stage regardless.
Yeah, very much so. That's the best attitude to have, is to be able to, no matter if it's 10 people in the crowd or 10,000, you know, put out the same energy.
Yeah, I just like performing, so yeah, definitely. I feel that.
So, when you guys are doing like these support slots, does it feel like the time goes by way too fast? I mean, do you guys prefer doing the headlining shows, or do you like doing the supporting slots?
I like doing supporting slots because that's what we're comfortable doing, but it's coming to the point now where we have too many songs and it's hard to like pick which ones we want on the set list, so it would be nice to have a longer set just to play some of the stuff that we don't usually get to play, and fans request a lot of stuff too that we don't always get to play, so having a longer set would be nice, definitely.
Yeah, it's really hard to make everybody happy when you're doing a supporting slot, of course, but you know, it's like if there's ever a chance of a headlining slot, I'd love to be able to see you guys come around here and be able to do a full slot.
Awesome. Yeah, we will. Yeah.
Oh, very cool. So is there anything you guys are listening to on this tour?
I actually picked up a demo from this band from Tulsa called Chainmail, and they're kind of like Accept and Judas Priest and kind of like Sirith Ungol, like very traditional metal. And they opened the show, and they were like, actually, they had them go on after Wednesday 13 because there was such a small stage that they couldn't backline their gear. I don't know, it was a confusing thing, but they were so rad, and I listened to their demo. It was really cool, so I'm pretty stoked on them.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
And of course, with you guys being more in the traditional metal sound, is that more of what you guys listen to like all the time, or is it like more varied with the music that you listen to?
I think it's mainly me that is into the traditional metal and old school like hard rock, but everyone kind of did a lot more at one point, but I'm kind of more like that old school purist guy, and the other guys listen to a large number of stuff and a lot of modern metal as well too.
Oh, it is cool to see. I mean, there is a bit of a revival going on of that traditional metal sound, and it's good to see that making a comeback, because those legendary bands were so good, and it's really great to be able to see that music still surviving in 2015.
It's kind of a lost art form, you know, and as those bands get older and start fading away, it's like I don't know what's going to be left, you know, when there's no Judas Priest or Maiden anymore. What's going to be next? It's going to be a sad time for metal.
Definitely, but hopefully with metal, I mean, it usually does go in cycles, so hopefully like the next big band of that style will be able to catch on and keep it going for the masses.
Totally. Yeah,
definitely. So do you guys have any plans after this tour? I mean, is it just like focusing on finishing up the album?
Yeah, like you said, just focusing on finishing up the record and seeing where we do have a thing already booked out next year for being in Europe in March, but that's still like 6 months away or more, you know, so.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, again, I'm totally looking forward to the new album, and of course, anytime that you guys come back to Minnesota, I will definitely be there.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Oh, not a problem. Before we head out, I know you guys are heading off to the next gig and everything. Is there anything else that you'd like to bring up that I haven't brought up yet?
The new album title is Times of Pride and Peril, and we're looking to have it out by the end of this year. If not, it'll be early 2016. And just stay tuned on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and keep messaging us and come out to the shows and say what's up to us. We usually talk to people at the merch table and stuff. So.
Yeah, I was noticing that tonight too. It's like I saw little kids going up there, older guys that were coming up, and you guys like treated them all the same. I mean, it was just like it was really cool to be able to see.
Oh
that.
Yeah, we're very approachable. Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Well, once again, thank you for taking the time to this interview. It's a tremendous honor to be able to promote you guys, and I can't wait to hear the new album.
Hey, thanks so much, man.
Oh, not a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much.
Have a good night.
Oh, you too. Sorry.